Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Adelia. That's Brandi. This is our final season 1 Real Housewives of Rhode Island review.
Reunion special night 2.
Before we get into this, Brandi's really tired and was slightly busy during the watching of this episode. I am kind of feeling very sick and was slightly out of it during the watching of this episode. So if we missed something, our apologies.
I'm just gonna shout out the welcome to Rhode Island bitch. You know, the wrong side.
Yeah, your Pizza Mama shirt.
Pizza Mama shirt. Mm-hmm. Which I went to this weekend.
Yeah, you went to Pizza Mama. How was Pizza Mama?
It was pretty good. I am blurred. Wait.
Yeah,
I was like, sorry.
No, you're not.
Really blurred. It was good. Justin got a couple of slices. I got the chicken bacon ranch pizza. I liked it. Brought my mom a big piece of Sicilian, the big, thick cheese pizza. She liked it. I got the pizza chips, which I like. See, I grew up around here, so I've had them. So I had somebody said the review was like a Lunchable, like the Lunchable pizza, and I was like, it's a little different. It's a little different.
Yeah,
it's not the same. But I didn't know. Like, I was talking to some of the workers, and one of them was like, Alicia was just here sitting where you were sitting and did a podcast, and I didn't know that. I was like, oh. I just sat there. There was two people sitting in that corner. They left, and I was like, oh, I want to sit over in the corner because I don't know. I didn't like. It's small. First of all, the place is small. It's very small. So it's like seating. It's like along the wall. It's like a couch type. Yeah, you know the seats I had, and then they have like stools. And there's like little tables like throughout the whole down thing, but it's really small. So it's a really small place. And then there's seating outside they have, and then they have kind of like a counter at the other end of the. It's in a corner store. Like if they make another one, they would have to make it bigger. Definitely make
probably.
it bigger. Yeah. It's a small place, but I like the pizza. The pizza was good. We'll probably go back again. We got a lot of snacks. The brownies, the cookies, the pizza chips, the pizza. I also got wings. I like the wings. Justin got the truffle fries. They were good too. I shared them with him. What kind of pizza did you get, Justin?
I don't actually know like exactly what kind.
Did it have hot honey on it? It had hot honey on it. He liked it. He don't know. He just what did he get there? What's on that? And he's like, I'll take that one. That looks good. I like that one. You know, he's easy to please, you know what I'm saying? So we definitely go back. The guy said that he met like 5 out of them, 5 of them out of the 7. There's 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said Ashley been there with her kids. He met Alicia, obviously. He said Billy's there a couple of times a week. He said he didn't meet Rulla, and I can't remember the other one he said, but Rulla was one of them he didn't meet. But they were all nice, and yeah, it was packed. When we got there, it wasn't as packed, but when we were sitting down, it packed up again, so it can get like really cramped in there. So if you're not used to a small place, then maybe wait to a slower time to go in there if you don't like crampedness. But yep. I definitely give it a 7 out of 10. Definitely go back.
That's good. Someone who owns more of Pizza Mama than she did prior to when this reunion show was filmed is Alicia.
Just move right in there.
I saw a segue and I took it.
Yep, we're right in. That's how we do.
Alicia was given a contract by Billy tonight for 50% of his Pizza Mama shares if she would agree to take Selena to dance class 1 to 2 times a week. Of course, Alicia, I was starting to be more on Billy's side in this whole like financial disagreement she's having with him, because she's like, I shut down when they talk about money. I don't want to have meetings about the finances. I don't want to talk to the estate lawyer about the trust. And I'm like, then how are you gonna know?
Yeah, it's all boring. She said, all the meetings are boring. They're boring.
They're boring. They're boring. He's giving her half of his Pizza Mama shares if she drives Selena once or twice a week. She's like, can my mom do it? He's like, once or twice a week. And she's like, I don't want 50%. And it's like, I'm on Billy's side with this stuff now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't seem like he's trying to screw her over.
I was laughing because she's like, oh, I'll sign it. And Andy was like, whoa. Last time somebody signed something, they didn't read it all. So I was just reading it first.
Reading it. Yeah.
So she's like, she just browsed it. She went, okay. But she's now 50% owner. I didn't know that because when I met them last week, Billy didn't say nothing to me about that. So that was because I had this shirt on.
Yeah.
And I was like, I had Pizza Mama represent. Actually, we should have had the video because there's a video I sent to you with Alicia when she saw my shirt.
You haven't sent me the videos yet.
I did. I sent it to your, I sent it
Did
to,
you?
Yeah, I sent it to, the thing.
Discord?
Yeah.
Then I just completely have not watched them yet.
Yeah,
I've forgotten about it.
So there's videos of Alicia and a video of me and Ashley. And the one with me and Alicia is when she saw my shirt. And she's like, oh my God. So her reaction.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll show those at the end of the show.
Do you see him in your thing now?
I see him, yeah.
Okay. Ashley's is a little longer, but Alicia's is pretty short. You know, but it's her reaction to seeing the shirt.
Yeah.
I had to represent, and I think they want to build another Pizza Mama. They've got to figure out where they want to do. But that
Nice.
might be. I suggested, hey, you want to come to Massachusetts? Branch out a little bit, seeing that you were here.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got Alicia sign and get 50% of Pizza Mama. Has to bring Selena to dance class, which she says is like an hour away or something like that.
And she said it's an hour there and an hour back, and I was like, that's odd.
Yeah, when they were driving, it didn't seem like it was that far away.
Like an hour. Yeah.
No. You know,
she says she drives. She says she drives around town and stuff. But she goes more than 20 minutes. She has to think about it.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, around here, yeah. You know.
I know. Yeah.
You were a little nervous to drive Rhode Island.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you get it.
I get it. That's just because I'm not used to driving on the interstate.
Yeah.
So.
But that's basically all it is to get between A and B. You know, you jump on the highway.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. Everywhere. I'm in between. Yeah. I'm in between two highways right now. Like, you know that at the top is one and at the bottom is another. So I was like,
yeah.
I'm literally right between two of them. But so Alicia's driving an hour. I can see why she gets a little bit of a.
I can see why too. Yeah. Let's see what else happened tonight. A whole lot more on Rulla and Brian and Joellen, and oh boy, that was a mess. But we'll get into that more later. Kelsey and Rosie, I feel like we just kind of started with the Kelsey and Rosie stuff again. Like, I felt like we talked about all the important parts of the Kelsey and Rosie stuff last week. And this week we just talked about Kelsey and Rosie again. Yeah,
it was, you know, I see Rosie trying to squash everything and trying to be like, hey, let's just, you know, she really apologized. And I believe the apology. Like, I believe it's genuine. The way she was like, she had a suitcase. She had a briefcase or whatever you call it with all the
bedazzled.
Receipts. Bedazzled. It looked like a radio box. Bedazzled. Like a radio. She was in the TV business. But yeah, she's like, I got all the receipts. I didn't want to bring it out here because it was so big, but I can go get it. She was going to go get it. And Andy's like, but I have questions to ask you though. Like, she's like, I want to go get it because like, I have all these receipts and, you know, I need them to see everything, you know, and, you know, just like Joellen has receipts. She has receipts. the back and forth with everything. I'm glad to hear Kelsey and Bill are living together. She
Yes.
pays for her own health insurance.
He pays for her car.
He pays for the car, but they living together. And she was saying, kind of telling us about the relationship with the other guy, that he knew. At first, he was in like the audition tape, but then when he found out it was Housewives, he's like, "Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't want to be, discussed like that, But
And he ended up being discussed like that anyways.
yeah,
Just not named.
no, just not named. But being from around here, we all figured out who it was. We all know. But I won't, out of respect, not say names. But
Yeah. Don't get us sued.
no, who's gonna sue us? We don't got money.
We don't have anything. They can still sue us.
I ain't got nothing. You want my apartment in a project?
No.
Come on.
No.
I can't
No,
get
we're
it
not
anyway.
doing that. We're not doing that.
But yeah, so they kind of talked about that relationship, how, they were on and off, she said, but she knew about the other girl, they met, but they, like, when you're with them, you don't think about them. When you're, with them, they don't think about them.
Yeah.
And then she said that the boyfriend dated Paula Abdul.
Yeah.
And I was like, and she's like, I've been to Paula Abdul's house. They're like, whoa, wait. You were with him when he was dating Paula Abdul? I'm like, no. They had already previously dated. And they were still friends. So, yeah, people that have money stay friends with other people.
Yeah.
If they're not that bad of a person. But,
I don't know. I just got really annoyed with Kelsey when, like, Rosie was, like, apologizing. And she was like, well, it depends on what Rosie means by that. And I'm like,
yeah.
I don't see you apologizing to Rosie.
No.
You did just equally as bad stuff to Rosie as Rosie did to her, I think.
Oh, yeah. And she was like, saying that, oh, you had an affair, but and then they went back to, her saying that it was with a coworker, yada yada, and she's like, that never, and she goes, no, it was with a coach. Now it's the coach.
Yeah, it's just waffling.
I'm like, this is all these. She's like, there's not. I have all the like, Rosie wanted to show all the proof. She's like, I have it. Like, I have it here. Like, let me go get it and show you. Like, I have all the proof. Like, you keep saying things. But we got some clarification on the house. So they were going to build another story. So that's where it was going to be more footage. Because it was going to be another addition to the house. But I guess they're not doing that. But
yeah.
She's like, I don't know.
I completely agree with Ashley, by the way. Who cares?
Yeah.
Why is this such a big deal for Kelsey?
Worry about your own house.
Yeah.
That wasn't even your house that you were living in. So, like...
Yeah.
Now you have... But you had your apartment. I don't know how long she had the apartment for. Didn't seem like a whole... Maybe a year or so.
Didn't seem like very long.
No, because she's living with Bill now.
Yeah. I wonder if it's because she couldn't afford to stay in the apartment. Yeah.
Well, if she got that Housewives money, maybe. But she probably didn't want to spend it on that.
But she also, Andy asked her about, like, her rumors about her working in the past as an escort. And that was all very weird, the way Kelsey phrased that she's never sold any of her holes for money and all of that. Yeah. Like... I was like, that's an odd way to phrase that.
Yeah, somebody else said that too. Maybe Ashley or something.
I think it was Rosie or Ashley, one of the two. But
and then I'm like, but then she said that there was a girl who started a rumor that, there was it was a stalker. Like, somebody made Facebook pages and all this stuff and had pictures of her and blah, blah, blah. And they didn't find out who it was. But supposedly...
It just stopped.
It just stopped. But she said it was supposedly... somebody, she thinks it was somebody in a crew. She knew people around, I don't know, friends.
Which, just, whatever. It doesn't matter.
I was like, you don't know who it is, but you're assuming this who it was.
Who was. Yeah.
And then she talked about a little bit about she was in an accident. And then she said something about her cousin or somebody was a lawyer, and they said, "Oh, put a black eye and go to the hospital," or something like that. I don't know how it was phrased. I was
She
like,
had a bit of a black eye, so he said go to the hospital and get it checked out just to make sure. And they found the golf ball size brain tumor.
Yeah. And then she said, she said, "I have a pageant coming up. Can we schedule it after the pageant?" And Andy's like, "What?"
Yeah. So we put the brain surgery off until after the pageant.
Yeah. But I'm glad that she got that taken care of. And
she said she would have lost her peripheral vision, which would have been weird. Yeah. Like not having my peripheral vision would be weird.
Yeah. Yeah. So she got that taken care of. And I think she was, what did she say, 2013 or 2016? So I don't know. There was too many.
I don't know.
Too many.
Way too many dates being thrown around. Thank you, Joellen.
Yeah. Joellen.
Oh, man.
Rulla and Brian.
All right, let's start with, we picked up right where we left off last week with the Rulla just going after Joellen part.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of talked about other stuff for a while, and then it came back around to Rulla and Joellen again. Joellen keeps bringing up this Spanish teacher, ex-wife of Brian's that was Alicia's Spanish teacher.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I went to go toilet.
Yeah, and Joellen has there's some website in Rhode Island where you can look up court stuff. I don't know why Joellen's looked this up. Probably because she's Joellen and she got called a liar a lot, and I can understand that.
This is more than just oh, you told me to get proof. Now you're calling her a liar, so she's gonna straight up be nah, I'm fucking done now. You're not calling me a liar. I'm getting all this proof now, so fuck you. And I don't blame Joellen, because we know how she is because of how she was raised and how she was brought up. Her mother always calling her a liar. So she has this deep-seatedness to be like, I'm not a liar. Don't fucking call me a liar, and I will get the proof. And her husband was straight up backing her. You're calling her a liar. Yeah. She's you're calling her a liar. So she's telling you she's not. She's telling the truth. Yeah. I'm sorry. I think they're all afraid of Gary.
I don't know that they're all afraid of Gary.
Brian definitely is.
Brian
definitely is.
Okay, first off, let's talk about Brian for a second.
Oh, God.
Pissed me off that he just hid behind. I signed an NDA in a thing to do with my business, and now I can't talk about my affair. No, that's not.
No, it's a legal matter now. This was the legal matter. And he can't talk about it because of legal.
But it's not the one to do with him tracking
all of them.
Rulla. But he can't talk about that either.
He said it to all of it. So you're basically not clearing anything up. You have the chance to clear it up, but you know why? Because he's a fucking liar.
He's a completely lying.
I have to say, I laughed. So when I went to the event, they talked a little about this. Mm-hmm. I couldn't get out of my head calling him the fucking genie from Aladdin, because he's
the blue suit.
He's like, "Who do you think you're from, Aladdin?" That was the comment. So that's what I had in my head while looking at him the whole time. Thank you, Joellen. But he was really pissing me off for not answering things.
We've disliked Brian from day one of this show.
Right. I liked when she was telling him about the dates when he got divorced and when he was, and she was like, "Oh, he got divorced in 2010," and then he came out and said, "Oh, we were divorced in 2012."
He's lying. He's lying so much. Uh-huh. I feel bad for Rulla. I do feel bad for Rulla.
I do feel bad for Rulla, but she's trying so hard to stick up for things. But it's
at some point in time, though, you do have to ask Rulla's insistence on not believing any of this stuff.
But then she said she doesn't.
I know she doesn't trust him, but her insistence on throughout the summer and everything, and not believing any of this stuff, just facilitated him continuing this on further. And then she's like, "What do you mean?" When Joellen's like, "It ended this year," and Brian couldn't say when it ended, and Rulla it became very clear Rulla doesn't know when it really ended. She just thinks it was around October of last year.
Mhm.
And, like, I feel
She
bad
said-
for her. I really
He
do.
said it ended in October, and then she goes, I think October, but it was like, she didn't know, because they're like, did you
Yeah.
know it was October? They're like, she's like, no.
The same way that she didn't know
What really
that
pissed me off-
Brian, yeah.
Brian, Joellen told her Brian was tracking her at
Yeah.
Polo. We saw them go back to it. She said that the mistress told her,
Joellen. That
Joellen,
he told the mistress that he
told
was
the mistress
tracking her.
tracking her, so that she knows, and we got the reason why. So he knows when she's coming, because she's, when he's with her, and he's with the mistress, and he knows if she's around. That's why she was tracking her. You have each other's locations, supposedly in an app. The location, you're sharing locations.
Yeah.
Why are you tracking?
Why you gotta track
putting
the car?
tracking device? Yes. Why you put a tracking device in the car? And Joellen freaking told her. So this goes to show Joellen was telling the truth the whole freaking time. And Rulla's just like, believing Brian up the ass, like, what the frick? I want to love Rulla. But sometimes you just want to shake her and be like, you need to wake up. Is this all worth it?
Yeah, and blaming Joellen for all of it is like totally blaming the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can understand you wanting to be like, I'd rather handle this in my own way, in private and everything, than don't go on a fucking reality show with your husband who's in the middle of having an affair that everybody else knows
While they're doing
about.
the freaking show.
Yeah. Don't do that.
And
then you can have your private dealing with it.
Even when they were talking afterwards, Rosie was like, yeah, it was still continuing. I believe, talking to Rulla, it was still, even at Christmas time. Like Joellen said, And she's like, yeah. And they're like, where are we on this? And she's like, oh, the trust is, takes a while to come back. That's not worth it.
No.
He spent all this time with it, but if he was doing this for how long?
Mm-hmm.
And he supposedly cheated on his wife with Rulla?
Yeah. Based on when Rulla says they met, based on when Rulla was pregnant with their first kid, based on when Joellen's court documents say they got married.
Mm-hmm. And why wouldn't they say what date they got married on? Because if they got married before the divorce was finalized, it's not legal.
It's not legal. Yeah.
And then she's like, we renewed, we got blessed. That's what she went to church and got blessed. That's being blessed.
That's not legal.
No.
So I don't know. So many questions about Rulla and Brian and all of that still, which we probably will never get answers to. But I agreed with Jared after the husbands left at the end when he told Brian, you have to tell Rulla everything.
Yeah.
And will Brian do that? No. But I agreed with Jared.
No. He will not. Yeah, I do agree with Jared. But Brian ain't gonna come clean.
No. Never.
He confessed everything to Gary. And he didn't tell.
Yeah.
Like everything's true. But, and here's Joellen, and you're trying to make her be a liar. We also got clarification about the Liz stuff.
Mm-hmm.
With the husband, Jerry, said that it wasn't Brian that called, it was a friend of theirs, but
then put Brian on the phone.
And Brian
But it explains why Rulla has no idea about it.
Uh-huh. And Rulla's
and
like,
even Rosie Rulla was like, did you know about that? And she was like, no.
No. He's a lion snake. She needs to wake up.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I really want to like Rulla. And I do believe they showed hands like who believed that Rulla was really sick. And they all pretty much raised their hands. And they're like, it was probably because of the stress. And she goes, she was stressed out. She was this and that. And that does contribute to things. Because when I get stressed, my blood pressure goes up. So I don't feel good. So yeah, that can contribute to a lot of shit. So if you going through all this stress and you're dealing with all this and, you know, not going to the things because you're all stressed about everything. Because your husband's lying to you.
Yeah.
And we can all see it. We see it, you know, it's just, I don't know what to do. And, like, it'd be like me. Like, she's my age. She's my age. We're the same age. And if Justin was lying to me and be like, oh no, but he's not, he's telling me the truth. But like, I'm gonna look at the facts like he does with everything else, you know, I'd look at the facts too. He's done it. I do it too.
Yeah.
It's like, I understand she wants to be with her husband and wants to believe in him, but she don't trust him. And that's, you get, what kind of relationship do you have if you don't have to trust there?
Yeah.
I trust
And
Justin.
she basically said at the end of the conversation about them that to Rosie that this would be his last chance, but I don't believe that. I don't. And
Joelle
I feel bad about it.
They were still this year. They were still continuing. He was saying no, and then he was like, I can't speak on it. I can't, for legal reasons, I can't. First of all, the lady that he was sleeping with, she had part ownership in this business. Like, what?
And Rulla knew that, and knew about it before the affair.
Mm-hmm. And then Gary said he knew the mistress, and he had seen them. He didn't know who Brian was, like, at that point. And she introduced him. Oh, this is my boyfriend.
And he didn't know who Brian was. So he
didn't know. No.
Yeah.
He didn't know Brian. He didn't know that, not before any of this. He didn't know. And he's like, oh, they were at Hemingway's because that's where they have meetings. But she introduced him to Gary as my boyfriend. This was before the Real Housewives. He didn't know Brian. Brian didn't know Gary. So, like, come on.
Yeah.
He's telling you this, and he, you know, and Joanne's telling you this, and then you're going to try to call Gary a liar? Like, don't do that.
Don't do that.
He don't look like he takes any shit, which I wouldn't take any shit from him. No. He looks like he could probably...
Yeah.
He can probably lay a punch or two.
Let's see, what else was there tonight? There was not much talk to Rich or Jared.
They asked Sinatra Sundays, and he said they added a second show, and they're like, oh, cool. And then Jared asked him about the ice machine because there was something always wrong with the ice machine at Audrey's, and I almost said Aubrey's. Thanks, Alicia.
Yep.
And he said that the guy that did the manufacturing for the machine got in touch with them and fixed it. So he now has a working ice machine. So that's all we got from them. And then with Liz's husband, we got the stuff with Brian call. A friend didn't call him, but Brian got put on the phone and Brian told him. So Liz was, you know, telling the truth of that, you know, but Rulla didn't know. So there again.
And then Bill, Kelsey's boyfriend, didn't say too much either. Kelsey talked a little bit about how he
picks the seeds out of her lemons.
Picks the seeds out of her lemons. And about how she's not ready for the wedding and the kids and all of that yet, but she thinks that when she says so, Bill will be 100% ready for all of that.
But she worded it. She's like, Bill will get down, something like that.
No, Bill will be ready to drop.
Drop. That's and they're like,
what?
You mean like drop down on one knee? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, Kelsey, the way you word things.
And then they, I mean, I really honestly don't know what all else was said tonight that was really of all that much interest to me. There's just a lot of back and forth about Brian and stuff. So was there anything else you had to say?
It was the stuff with Brian, and then we had the Kelsey and Rosie stuff, and then
And the stuff with Alicia and Billy. But like, there wasn't a lot of Liz tonight. There wasn't a lot of Ashley.
But they did say, you know, what's something you wish you'd done differently or something like that. Or
yeah, at the end before they had their toast.
Mm-hmm.
I did like Liz giving Andy the mask.
Yes,
that was nice.
That was nice, and it has the 7 points on it for those representing the 7 women. He said it's going to go in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
And then, what did they say? That Ashley wished she'd stuck up more, and
she wished she'd mediate more.
Yeah.
I don't really remember all of what they said, honestly. I know Liz said she wished she would have been less angry, less mediating, less controlling, and less caring, which I thought was weird.
Or less, yeah.
Alicia wanted more makeup because she didn't like her scar being on.
But I didn't even notice.
I didn't even notice her scar.
We all have different things about it. Like, my sister has a scar on her face because she actually fell twice on her. Once when she was a baby, she hit the corner of the door frame. And then when we were like, I want to say she was like 5, we were in the woods and she was swinging on a fence and she fell and slipped and hit the rock. That was traumatizing because I had to hold my sister's head. Here I am, like 7 years old, blood dripping down my arm because I'm trying to hold my sister, you know, because she hurt herself.
Yeah.
But, you know, my sister, she doesn't really, I don't know. Sometimes people don't even realize it's there. So if you're concentrating more on the person and the person's looks, you're not going to notice their flaws, you know? Like didn't, like I said, I met Alicia and I didn't notice her scar, you know, when she got bit by a dog.
I never noticed her scar this whole show.
Nope, I didn't.
I did. One more thing about Alicia. Andy asked Alicia like how she stays so slim when she's eating all these crackers, and she mentioned her aunt, and they cut to a video of the aunt drinking from a flask, and I was like, you have no other video of the aunt to show. I was like, no other video of the aunt exists in all of the footage you guys must have filmed. You picked the one of her just taking a drink from a flask.
I love it. What did Kelsey say?
I don't remember. I don't remember what they said at the very end. I really don't.
Listen, you're lucky I can remember my name right now.
Me too. So let's call it a night. We've done a half an hour of this show. I think we've talked about everything of importance.
Yeah, I mean, this wasn't... There was some explosive moments, but it wasn't like...
It wasn't like last week. Last week was the main stuff. This week was just the Rulla and Brian stuff mostly.
They brought the husbands, fiancés, and boyfriends in for like what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, it wasn't much.
No, it wasn't. It was
it was almost all focused on Brian.
Yeah, and Brian said, "Welcome. I'm glad you can make it to my show." And I was like, "Now you ain't cocky."
Yeah.
But yeah, all this, and he didn't say nothing. So it's like
he said nothing. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know why they didn't just edit this all into one big episode.
Yeah, it was bullshit. It was bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was bullshit.
But let's watch your video with Alicia.
Oh, I forgot
pulled
about
up
that.
here.
Chicken? No. I'm dead. No, Jay, get it. And I love that. And it looks great. Oh, yeah. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I just love some.
Next.
All right. There we go.
So she's like, "I'm dead." like nobody. A lot of people did ask me. They were like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "It's on the website." I said there was a link to it on our website on the Instagram or whatever, and I got the shirt from there. I got complimented. They're like, "Oh my god, that's so awesome!" And then I showed them the front, like where it says "Welcome to Rhode Island, bitch," which they set it up. She's like, "Bitches love summer." She was like, "Oh my god." She's like, "Cheers." She's like, "Ah, I can't." That's what she was like, "Oh, we keep saying cheers," but I was like, "Bitches love summer." We did talk a little bit more after, but Justin had stopped the thing because she asked me what sign I was. And I told her I was a Sagittarius, and that's what she said. Me too. She's like, bitches love a Sagittarius. I love Alicia. She's fun. Her and her Jane's Fonda. That's what they were talking about.
Jane's Fonda. That's when they cut to the aunt who drank from the flask. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Jane's Fonda. She was like, you pronounce words wrong too? I was like, not really, but I do love a cracker.
Yeah.
Adelia knows I actually have been eating them before the show came out. I was like, I always have a Lunchable or something.
Yeah.
My crackers and cheese and my lunch meat. That's what she said she gets approached. She's like, I put turkey and cheese on it. A pepperoni. She's me. I'm older. She's me.
All right, Brandi.
It's been a fun one. Thank you. Thank you for going on this ride with me, Adelia. I really appreciate you. We got next year. we're doing again. We're doing it. Might not. I don't know when it will come back on. Probably not for a little while. So
I don't know either.
Thank you.
So
thank you for joining me on this and indulging me in my little people of my area.
yeah.
I love you. Thank you guys. Thank you for who's ever watched us throughout. You know, people who's joined us, left comments. We had people last week. But I really appreciate you all. And welcome to Rhode Island, bitch.